Hey, Steve Gamache here with another Chef Knives to Go quick look product review. And what we're looking at this time is the Kurosaki Shizuku R2 Sujihiki or Suji 270mm knife. So these are slicing knives, and they can typically double up as general purpose knives if you want to use them, in a multiple use scenario because you got it in your hand. They'll do some board work pretty reasonably well because you've got enough height there for some clearance for your fingers. So very versatile shape, actually. The construction on these for this line is soft stainless cladding with a very interesting, unique pattern on top of that, which does cover the spine. And then in the hard core steel that's in the center, that's the cutting edge steel, is R2 full stainless steel. That's a powdered metallurgy steel that has great edge retention. It takes a really nice sharp edge. It's fine grained, and with good sharpening stones, it's not that bad to sharpen. So it's a good balance of characteristics, and it makes excellent kitchen knife steel. Heat treats, they take it to about 62, maybe 63 Rockwell. And then the weight and dimensions will vary a little bit from knife to knife. This particular one is 156 grams or 5.5 ounces. The edge length is right about 270 on this one, or 10.6 inches. And the overall length is about 425 millimeters. Thickness coming out of the handle, a little bit thicker there, a little stiffness in the back half of the blade, but this one's about 2.9 millimeters I measured thick here, and these will vary from knife to knife, but kind of about 1.8 or so, about halfway down. And then this does start to kind of thin out a little bit. When you hit the grind, which is pretty generous on these, then the tip starts thinning out, and it gets pretty thin towards that tip. And you can see a bit of polish on the spine there, and a little bit of relief on the corners of the spine. So fit and finish is very well done on these. Here is the back of the blade, the choil shot for you. Get the camera to cooperate here. There we go. Grinds are very clean on these, nice straight blades. Very good fit and finish as usual from Kurosaki. And let's see, blade height on this one is about 40.6 millimeters, so you've got good clearance there for cutting board if you want to use it on that. The handle are just pretty standard, good quality octagonal ambidextrous handles with walnut and black packwood for the ferrule, and then good tight glue up with nice job there where the tang goes into the handle. I got about 72-ish millimeters right here where the two materials meet, and there's a great curve here and spot for your finger for a pinch grip, so lots of space there for a pinch grip. And balance point wise, the blade's pretty light, so that's the handle's a little bit longer and heavier, so that's going to bring the balance point back about right there, which actually for me is pretty doggone close to just my natural pinch grip location. So depending on how you're going to hold one of these, what you're going to be doing with it. So it's got a nimble kind of neutral feel, even though it's so big. It's quite light. I guess let's do our beauty shot here. So if I can do it without hitting the logo. And what Kurosaki has done here is he's got a unique kind of hammer that he uses on these. It's got a very unique pattern. Everyone's going to be different. There is laser engraved kanji on top of that. It's a little hard to see with the pattern mixing there and the lighting. I'm trying to do it the best I can, but it is there. And then the cladding line is pretty subtle down to the core steel where the two meet, but it is there. It's a little hard to show. It's even very subtle in person, so it's very hard to show in the camera. Here's the left side of the blade. Yeah, we'll do the best I can. That's probably the best I'm going to be able to do there. So there's your cladding line. Again, it's quite faint. But nice fit and finish on these on the spine. Nice fit and finish on the choil, the back of the blade right here. It's smoothed out. Good solid 6, maybe 7 out of 10 edge out of the box. High performance grind. Just good straight quality blades, good craftsmanship on these. Here is what the edge profile looks like. So again, some people do pull these out and use them for board work, which is fine. They can do multiple tasks. Hey, why not? especially if we got the knife out. So here, this one does have a little bit of kind of a back belly to it, a little bit of a flat area in the middle, and then some gentle belly towards the front. So I can rock this about right in there. So you could do some rocking for sure with this. Being longer, you don't have to pump the handle up as high as you would with a shorter. So you can definitely rock this over stuff without having to do a lot of handle pumping up and down, but just because of that mechanical, pivot point that you got there being the length. But there's what the profile looks like. Every knife could be slightly different, but that's what this one looks like. So just good all-around package, high performance, all stainless, really nice edge retention, just a cool look to them, very unique. So these would be good in a home or professional environment. So this is the Kurosaki Shizuku R2 Sujihiki 270mm knife.